Okay, tell Jacob what you want him to say. What do you want him to hear?
Jacob, I'm coming for you.
The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Nude Clan, we're talking Twitch with Twitch Talks, and we got our hog status for February. So let's get to it.
Let's.
Shall we play again?
Sorry, I did. There's something I forgot to do.
You got several things to do. You got work, kids in school. What do you do when it's all over?
How do you hand something from one player to another?
Dark soul light. Turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the Nude Clan.
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan. I am Joe.
I'm Caleb Craig.
This is Cameron.
Caleb Schweiss.
And this week, guys, it's an interview episode and a Q&A episode. So our first thing is going to be our interview with podcaster Twitch Talks, where he talks about streaming. And he talks to professional streamers. And so that's a really good interview. So that's coming up. And then afterwards, we'll be doing a Q&A, and then we'll be going through the hog status for February. And we got some cool hog status stats that Cameron has gathered from the development team.
From our wonderful listeners who decided to use their own personal time to put together that hog website. So
Yes.
Special thanks to them.
Thank you very much. So before we get to any of that, though, what has everyone been playing?
The only two things I've been playing this week are Monster Hunter World and Dragon Quest V. That's it.
That's
the
it.
only two. Yep. Okay.
Monster Hunter World and Dragon Quest V.
Yep.
I heard the other guys have beaten Dragon Quest before you, and they
they're
puff puff hour staff.
Just waiting on me, but you know what? They also don't do anything all day, so and they also don't have any other games to play. So
I'm looking at Craig, and
Shots
the
fired.
toast shirt budget has to be high, so he obviously works his ass off.
So I the other day,
That's why it's because it's so pricey.
The other day, I tried to find a real toast pattern shirt, and I couldn't find one in a Hawaiian shirt format. But I want to give him like a butter toast shirt.
Yeah, like a nice little melting butter in the center.
If
Yeah.
anybody knows where to find some good toast shirts, give us a link.
Because if you look at butter toast shirt, you're going to come up with like Ed and Eddie stuff. So
Wait, say that
Ed
again?
and Eddie.
Okay. I think you added an extra Ed in there.
It's a shitty old
Ed,
Cartoon
Nettie.
Network show.
Yeah, I like that show.
You heard my "nd" probably. Right. So you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Digimon.
So I've been basically only playing Digimon. I don't know what you fuckers told everyone last time I was gone, but I did beat Monster Hunter last week.
We didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything.
report.
You weren't here.
So I did beat Monster Hunter last week, and I did beat it last week. So that's done. If you can write that down.
I'm going to do it in the hog status section.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, when I go, has anybody beat a game?
Okay. No,
That's your
just
turn
Digimon. Just Digimon.
to- Okay, that's all I heard.
Okay.
Yep.
How are you liking that?
Well, let's just say I can ignore large portions of the quote plot unquote and still get by just fine.
Get the gist of what's going on.
Yeah.
So you're skipping it.
No, I'm not skipping it. I might have just watched a movie as I'm pressing X the whole time through dialogue. I mean,
They watched an entire movie in one cutscene.
basically, because I have to fucking keep pressing X.
Oh, yeah,
And
today
so-
I'm going to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy and play this game on the side.
So my actual time of the game is a little misconstrued just because there might have been a moment where I sat for an hour inside the Digilab and then, yeah.
Yeah, all you have to do is talk to that lady in the Digilab, and she'll tell you where to go.
Yeah, the game knows what the game is, so the game gives you ways
Shit.
it gives you ways around it. The game's
know.
like, you know what? We know you don't want to play it, so there's auto battler. And it's like, you
So
know what?
there's
We know
that,
you don't want to pay attention.
And
to
then
know
if
where
you're
to
in the
go.
middle of a BBS quest, you can just look at what you need to do next. So it's there. Just there's no fucking like while you're in the game, it telling you where to go. You just got to go read from your menu where you need to go next. So
Yep, pretty much, yeah. I have played exclusively no Rocksmith this week. I have planked around on the guitar a little bit, and I've pretty much got the Symphony of Destruction like opening riff down, which is nice, but that's it. So like the first 30 seconds of the song is
Pretty
mine.
easy song to play.
That part is pretty fucking easy.
The rest is not, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. I turned it on the difficulty, and I can't even.
That solo is
function.
impossible as well.
Yeah.
By the way, so you're not even close.
Yeah, no.
You got like 10 more years.
Probably.
the voice crack in there, just let you know how intense it's going to be.
Yeah. So none of that this week. I did play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 for probably about 5 hours or so this week. Not a whole lot of that, but I've been really, really hitting that Digimon story, Cyber
Oh,
Sleuth.
thank you. Thank you for the
Thank
bit.
you for the biddies. I have
Show us your biddies.
Yeah, show us those biddies.
Jesus.
The game is overly long, and I for the longest time I was voice acting every bit of it, including
now
the
you
side
can't?
quests, and now I
Mistake.
refuse to do it. I refuse to voice act.
So what do you do
anything.
during those scenes?
It's already
then?
voice acted twice.
No, it's
no,
not.
it isn't.
Fuck that.
It's voice acted one every 30 scenes out of the main story.
And in Japanese.
I do voiceover for the main story still. I'll still do it for that. But I was doing it for everything, and I'm like, fuck this. So what I do is I power read it, and then I just at the end I'm like, okay, this is what happened.
Power read. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Speed read.
I just burn through like, okay, yes. That's happening. I did a shitload of grinding, and I have some pretty fucking beastly Digimon, like some real badass motherfuckers.
Yeah, you do.
Are they still ultimates or are they megas?
They're ultimates, I think.
no,
Are
he
they?
has megas.
Oh,
Okay.
Can they
Wait,
be
is
ultimates?
Mega better than Ultimate?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, are they really?
Yep.
What the fuck? That's
That's
retarded.
not what they're called in the Japanese version, but yeah, when they switched it over to the American audience, the Americans were like,
Wait, what's
Mega sounds better than Ultimate.
No, it doesn't. What fucking idiot thought of that?
I don't know,
Americans.
but yeah, Americans.
No, that's what Japan thinks America wants. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Square, Final Fantasy, they do that shit all the time too.
Yeah, I think Ultimate is like the final form for like the Japanese stuff. So
Okay, so I have the final form.
no,
Oh,
your megas are the final form.
that's so I do have.
Yeah,
But
you
there
do
could
have
be
some.
But can
yes.
you evolve them to super megas though? Is that the thing you're getting at?
No, he doesn't have any of the ones that can.
What
go
about Ultra
higher.
Mega?
There's none of that.
None
of that exists.
Megalit instead of Ultimate.
There's none of that.
Megalit.
Megalit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be while playing this thing. The game, honestly, though, it gives you so many ways to not play the game. Like, and Craig, one of the things he said last week was, well, at least it's like it modernized it with the auto battler. You know what you could do?
I didn't say that.
No, you did. You told
did.
me that it's modernized because it has a auto battler.
I'm
you
not
know
the
what?
one who said that. There's somebody else in the chat that said that.
Caleb. Regardless of that, if you wanted to modernize the game, you would make it not grindy to the point where you needed a fucking auto battler. That's what modernizing means. Modernizing isn't putting a Band-Aid over a giant hole in the dam.
Most
it's
modern
fucking
RPGs
patching
do
it.
have that, though.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that long. They shouldn't be that mindless. That's what making it modern
I would say
is.
Persona 5 is this genre, but basically fulfilled in every way, and it has an auto battler.
Yeah, but the auto battler doesn't like do everything.
No, all the auto battler in Persona 5 does is just basic attacks, whereas the auto battler in this one will use your best attack against the enemies it's weakest to. So
Yeah, so it's pretty nice.
It really does play the fucking game for you.
And the game likes to play itself more than I like to play it too. I can tell. I can see
Wait,
the-
so if you just have the right Digimon, you'll just win every time?
yeah, you just let it play. It won't heal itself though. They won't heal. You can't
Actually,
use healing items.
They will
Actually,
if
they
you
will.
have a Digimon that has a healing skill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's true. They won't use items.
That's how I found out that my one Digimon who has this attack that does 250 wind damage, but then half of his
Guys, I
health is
want to
damage back to him.
I want to stop talking about Digimon right the fuck now.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing it.
You're
all the
giving
time
me
next
actual Digimon talk. I don't want to hear it. All I want to hear is you shitting on this game. I don't want to hear your
It's gonna happen
strategy,
next week.
Cameron.
So
Cramron.
Cameron.
Cramron. I want you to cram me, Cameron.
Digimon is like fucking with his mind now. I can't remember Cam's name.
Cramamon.
Just don't worry about. Yeah, that's
going to be Cramamon
That's
next
Joe.
week.
That's Joe and Cameron's Digimon is Cramamon. I honestly, I want to stream all of it, but if you guys are going to be streaming, like Joe, are you going to stream this thing? You should.
You should. People get a kick out of your pain.
If you stream it, I have to beat this game. I will not be late on this fucking game. Like, I just won't.
I learned my lesson for letting I knew Joe's going to miss a game. I'm like, I'll just give it more time. And then, you didn't beat the game on time, Cameron. Yeah, but that's because fucking Joe wasn't going to. I've learned my lesson. I'm beating this game.
Let's all beat this game. Caleb, fuck you. He already did it, but we can do it on time. We can do it.
Why? Why the fuck did you vote for this thing, you fuckers?
Because of
That's
that.
exactly why. It's big, but
I have to spend 45 hours, assuming it's not longer, playing this game next
I'm
week.
31 hours in, and I still have 7 chapters to go.
I looked on the how long to beat, and it said it was a 39.5-hour game.
What the fuck?
Craig, what the fuck happened?
It's not a 39.5-hour game.
Are you sure you saw this one and not the first one? Are you sure?
I made double sure.
Because I didn't see it when I looked before.
It could have just been the results were
like
skewed.
they're one person that like skipped everything and
Probably.
and already had beaten the first one, so they had certain things transferred over like I did.
Oh, that could have been a thing.
And you still took 55 hours? Mm-hmm. And you didn't do anything extra?
I'm going to
I
enjoy
did
myself
like
Paper
2 or 3
Mario.
missions that were extra.
I'm going to enjoy Paper Mario, you fuckers.
We better. That's one we've heard good things about. for a
Yeah,
long
I
time.
have heard good things about it, so it better be fucking good. Oh, Digimon.
Yeah, Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, 39.5 hours.
So I'm almost done then. I am almost done though, right, Craig?
Yeah, the last few chapters are pretty quick. to
But
get
that's
through.
only based off of 5 people beating it, though.
Jesus Christ.
That's a pretty small sample size. We have
Yeah.
to. We have an obligation to the listeners to put our how long to beat times in. I haven't been doing that lately.
And the people
but-
who beat this game and want to track them beating this game on how long to beat are probably those who are pre-ordering this game. Like
middle
some
of the
people.
1,000-year door looks like a weird dick.
I don't
That's
know what
gonna
that
be great.
means. I don't even know what that means, Justin.
We're gonna have some phallic imagery on the stream. Banned for dick.
Okay,
Just
so
everywhere.
pulled. Rushed is 36 hours. Leisure's 42 hours.
Leisurely. I leisurely played this Digimon game just when I had time.
I can't imagine anybody enjoying this. I can't. It's so unenjoyable in every respect.
I think
The battles are okay.
I think
and the
evolving Digimon are
Digimons
fun.
are okay.
What are you talking about? The battles are okay. They play them fucking selves. If that's what you're talking
But
about,
Joe,
being
here's the
okay.
thing that I have a problem with you specifically saying that is you praised Final Fantasy IV for having the auto battle feature. You
I praise
praised
it for
Final
having the
Fantasy
auto-
12 for the fact that you could just turn it on and then have it play
Wait, no,
itself
no, no,
for
no.
hours on end.
Craig, you
so
don't
that
know
you
the
could
difference
just,
between-
level up like
Craig,
crazy.
shut the fuck up. You don't know the difference between you don't know the difference between praise and exploit.
Oh no, you were loving it, Joe.
I was
That's
loving the fact that I
that's what
couldn't
you do.
exploit it. Yes,
You hated the fact that you couldn't use auto battle in Final
but those
Fantasy
were
Tactics.
good games, Craig.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's the feature that you love. It's the fact that you don't have to actually do anything.
Fuck you, man.
love not doing anything, and that's your favorite thing.
Fuck you.
Wow,
That's not true.
It is true.
You know what? I'll be honest. The X buttons that I have to mash through to get through the cutscenes are worse. Are worse. Yes. There's no skip scene option.
I
That
love
is
it
very
too because
annoying.
like 10 chapters in, I got this like hyper anime cutscene, and I'm like, that's the only cutscene like that I've seen in this entire game.
Yeah, the only thing
There's
where
a
anybody
few.
worked on the game.
Yeah, it's
There's
like,
like
and then
3.
Someone in the chat was like, "Oh, that's where all the budget went to." And I was like, "Probably the animators for this section right here."
Jesus,
It's
Christ.
like it's like Tales of Zestiria in that way, where it just out of nowhere, just suddenly, bam, anime. But this one,
Yeah, but Tales of Zestiria also a good game.
yeah, good game. Yeah, that's the difference. And a game with a fun battle system and an original battle system.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and characters that are interesting and not just flat or annoying.
And they don't the whale
Fucking
thing is the thing that
whale
made me the most
typists.
mad. Yeah, And like I see her
Whale
just
typists?
typing on the whale. Yeah, I'm like,
Okay. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
it makes me feel ill, Caleb.
It is awful. I am going to put 8 hours a day into this fucker this week.
This is your own fault, though. I will say it's no one else here, no one to blame but you.
You're right. I'm not arguing that. I am dreading it. That's what I am. doing.
You know what? I still have potentially 25 hours to go,
I don't
and I
think it's
don't
that
have
long.
the week off. So I've got Friday and Saturday off. That's it. I got the fist, and now I'm getting the gentle caress of my ball sack.
I'm
for-
behind you and have to do the same thing.
Yeah, it's true, but you work a real job with like 8 hours and not like 8 to question mark, exclamation point, question mark. And I, for some reason, like working late nights, I just sleep for fucking ever. I just like, if I don't make myself wake up, I will sleep until like 4:30 p.m. and then I'll go in at 7:30. So I don't really have time because I have to pay attention to the girlfriend sometime. And that is that sometime. And then I just don't have time for Digimon. It's bad. It's fucking bad.
I know. No one has enough time for Digimon.
But we will
This is the guy with the most time for Digimon.
this week. Yeah, he is. Last week he didn't have as much. But,
Yeah.
And this week, I guess.
but you had the most time for Digimon out of all of us.
He
because
beat it.
You beat it
That's not
a
necessarily
while
true.
ago.
He
Craig.
beat it before it was really nominated.
No, I beat it when it was nominated.
He beat it. Yeah, because I told him.
He
Hey,
beat it like a week after it was nominated.
because I told him I'd pay more than it was worth, and so he's like, "Oh, I better get this done." And that's exactly what he did. So, yeah.
Okay. Schweiss, what did you play?
Oh, yeah, Digimon and Tactics Advance 2.
Okay. I played Tactics Advance 2.
How far are you in that game?
Not very.
I've got 22 hours now, I think.
Yeah, it'll be Digimon this week, Tactics Advance 2 next week. The week after that will be Paper Mario. I'm going to be plowing games. For
And
the
then you'll
next couple
kind of take it
weeks.
easy for...
Then I'll take it easy for a couple weeks.
We'll be able to stream Vagrant Story. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
We could play it on our PS3s and then just do the straight HDMI.
Well, I think I'm about, what am I, 10 hours behind where I should be in Tactics Advance?
Tactics?
Yeah.
We've still got the better part of this month, though.
It's at the end of March.
Yeah,
is
the
when
end of March is
review
when we're supposed to have it. So
So.
we got time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't touch Digimon.
It's fucking fun, though. It's fun. Like, compared to Digimon, like, I
yeah,
look
yeah.
forward to days
You mean it's a
where-
better game?
I look forward to when I'm playing Tactics Advance, the game that I can't get what I want in, but it's fun.
God damn it. Fuck you, Craig. Get the fuck out of this show.
Hey, look at it this way. You enjoyed that game more now because you're playing.
Fuck you. You enjoy your one parent because I blew the other one's head off in front of you.
It's like you gain a greater appreciation of mediocre games. You have to play shit games.
I have said that in the past. Like it's good to watch a bad movie every once in a while to realize just how good a good movie
Schweiss,
is.
it's the abusive parent versus the neglectful parent.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's the better version of that. You're like, oh, at least I got a parent that's not abusive.
yeah. They don't pay attention to me, but shit, I don't get hit.
I thought it was going to be the other way around. At least I got a parent that pays attention to me.
Yeah. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you. I enjoy your love.
Oh boy, joking about abuse.
Need that physical
Oh,
contact.
Oh boy, all
That
right.
belt.
We all know what we've been playing. Fucking Digimon mostly. But has anybody beat a game? Beat a game. There we go.
Yep, I beat Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter
How?
World.
I thought I had like 5 fights left, and I did them like all last night, and there was
Yeah.
only like 4.
Aren't you awful at that game, though?
A little
No.
bit. He always has to have help.
Okay.
Okay. Good job.
See, he didn't even deny that. He
Well,
knows.
I was going with a tank class this time, so
Yeah.
I can't do any.
Didn't you
damage
learn
to
from
the
Final
plants.
Fantasy 14 to not go tank class?
That's his
Caleb?
defense, though. So there's really no. Okay, I'll get into it in the review.
I'm fat. I
Yeah.
need to be the tank class. That's how it works.
no,
It's-
that's
no. It's
Monster Hunter World is you don't have those direct
roles.
classes or those roles, just different styles of gameplay that you enjoy. But that is something that we'll have to wait to get into for the
Yeah.
review.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. What'd you beat?
Monster Hunter World 2 weeks ago.
Shit. we got some ties and some tie breakers going on today.
I
It's
had
kinda
wanted
sad.
to beat Digimon this week too, so I could have 2 games beaten, but there's no fucking way.
No, there's really not.
Okay.
Nothing for me.
Not unless I
Nothing for
pull.
me either.
I've been dry for like 2 months.
Not
on
if I
this
pull
fucking
like a
hog.
Persona 5 where I took 3 days off and just had 12 hours a day.
Not quite 2 months. Not quite 2 months of dryness for me.
Dude, I'm so glad that I
Jesus
told you
Christ.
about that fucking Reaper thing for Persona 5. Otherwise, we would have waited.
Come on,
No,
baby.
we
Don't
wouldn't
fear
have.
the Reaper.
I would have done it, but the Reaper is clutch.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so the hog for the
Don't start
host.
saying that.
The hog for. God damn it!
Moist.
Wait, why is clutch?
One of the guys started doing that at work, like over the intercom. He like would just like quietly say "moist," and then throughout the night he got louder and louder. And like one of the bosses thought it was one of the other guys. He's like, that Kent's always fucking around. And that guy's like, "Are you serious? What the fuck, man?" And then like there was one time where something spilled somewhere, and there was like, "Yeah, we got a very moist spill over in scanning. A very moist spill. Can we get someone to come clean this up, please?" Yeah, speaking of moist, yeah. That's
Okay.
good.
Speaking of moist, how moist are you going to get when you hear who is winning the Nude Clan hog status for the hosts? And we'll get into everybody else at the tail end of this episode. Caleb Craig and Caleb Schweiss are now tied for 5 games beaten so far this year, 3 months into the year. That's not as impressive as the person we just interviewed for Ultima Final Fantasy, who had, 30 games beaten or something?
Yes, I think so.
Which was disgusting. But pretty good. Pretty good for the show. In second place, or I guess third place, however you want to count that shit, Cameron is next with 4 games beaten, and then I am taking up the rear with 3 games beaten this year.
Taking it up the rear, of course. As per usual.
As per usual, I'm getting fucked in the ass. So, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. We got to get into our interview with Twitch Talks. Before I do that, I do want to say that in this interview, I got the game, Silent Hill mixed up with Alone in the Dark.
Oh, were you bitching about Silent
So
Hill?
I was bitching about A New Nightmare, which I call the Silent Hill game, and I meant Alone in the Dark. And even now, when I just forgot the name of Alone in the Dark for 4 seconds,
You thought it was Silent Hill?
I was really having problems, like just remembering that it's called Alone in the Dark: A New Nightmare. So
How dare you compare those
That's
fucking
just
games?
remember the song we get at the end. Alone in the dark.
So guys, enjoy that. Let's get to it. Okay, Cameron. Do you want to go by Cameron or CPalm?
You can go by Cameron. The Cameron works for me.
Cameron's fine. All right, Cameron.
Yeah.
Let me introduce you a little bit. So I'm recording now, by the way. So I found your podcast, Twitch Talks, just because our podcast, as many people know, we're kind of going through some growing pains, some growing stages, and we're trying to increase our Twitch audience. And so I just went on to see if I could find a podcast about doing a Twitch channel, and I found a relatively new one, and that was Twitch Talks. And I thought it was really well done. And so I straight up just asked you for an interview, and after weeks and weeks of trying to figure this out, we have finally sat down together for a small conversation. So, Cameron, first, real quick, can you tell me about your channel, and can you tell me about your podcast as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks again for finding me. What podcast app did you find it on, first of all?
Podcast Addict, which is like the big free Android one.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right. Well, yeah. So I started Twitch streaming for probably about a year ago. I think it was probably about within a week of now would be like my anniversary. I don't have the exact day of when I started, but so yeah, my channel's fairly consider it probably a variety stream. I don't necessarily try to focus on any one game or one genre. I like to switch it up just because I get bored pretty quickly with certain games. So definitely a variety channel. Focus mostly on gaming. I don't get into the creative scene of Twitch, but maybe one day. And the podcast started maybe 2 to 3 months ago. I'm not the best with timelines, as you saw with trying to schedule with me, but but yeah, the podcast, it was something that I was wanting when I started out. There wasn't really anything out there when I started last February in 2017. So I just kind of wanted to start a podcast that I could possibly help people that were in the same situation as me. So that you could just hear, tips, you could hear some tricks, you could listen to interviews, hopefully with people who have made it on the platform, and then just really have a line of dialogue between somebody who's been in your shoes. So I try to keep Twitter very open. I keep my whispers on Twitch open. Anyone can slide into my DMs and ask me even just technical questions about OBS. And I just try to be that contact and friend to people who are just starting up. And I know it's a scary and tough road ahead just to get started from the bottom. So
can you tell me that again? You started only a year ago, is that right? Twitch?
Yeah.
And you already
Twitch
have
streaming.
like 700 something subscribers. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It's not the best, but it's definitely not bad. I'm very pleased with the growth I saw in a year. I had contacts with people who have really skyrocketed. I knew a girl who I went to high school with who will be on my podcast here hopefully in about a week or two whenever I get the chance to actually go and interview her. And I went to high school with her, and she really blew up on Twitch. She's partnered, and so I've seen success, and I tried to digest the success into ways that normal people like myself could possibly use and grow on the platform.
That's really good. I think our Ultima Final Fantasy channel, which is another podcast that I'm a part of, I think we have around 700, but we've been doing it for years. So it's really, I don't know. That's pretty great.
It's an absolute grind. And
yeah.
I knew about Twitch before a year ago, but I was in college, and I live in Alabama, if anyone didn't know, and Alabama is full of it's pretty obvious that they're kind of like monopolies of internet providers.
I think that's everywhere. We all got our own.
Yeah, exactly. So when I was in Auburn, Alabama, we only had chartered communications, and I had nowhere near the upload speed to support live streaming. I tried it a few times, and just every single time it was a laggy mess. So it took me graduating and moving to actually have internet that could support live streaming. So
you were interested in streaming before then. What got you into streaming just overall?
So I was doing YouTube. I tried the whole YouTube scene back in like high school. I remember, it was back in the Elgato didn't exist, so there wasn't very mainstream capture cards. So there was like the HD PVR. So I, plugged in my Xbox 360 to the HD PVR, had this very ghetto mic setup that I got from like a Guitar Center. And, I would do some voiceover kind of commentaries over like Call of Duty gameplays. So that was back in the COD days. And I found that even back then, I wasn't very good at like recording something prior and then talking over that pre-recorded thing. I found that my most entertaining content typically was me just recording every single game of Call of Duty and talking while I was playing it. And so that's when I kind of started realizing that every single YouTube video that I actually enjoyed rewatching was recorded live. And so when I heard that like live streaming and stuff like that was becoming popular, I was like, well, that's basically exactly what I'm doing on YouTube, except for I just record it and then upload it later. But if you could live stream this and have like live feedback, I think that would be pretty cool. So that's when I started really thinking about it.
So you were a person who watched people play games on YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right, this is new to me. This is new territory to me. So, I mean, I just started with podcasts, and if there were anything that I looked on YouTube for or Twitch for, it was to see someone do something miraculous in a game. It wasn't just to see them play a game. So I'm wondering, as the uninitiated, and I asked another streamer that we had on, Lycan of Light, I asked him the same question. For the uninitiated, what is the appeal of Twitch? We do it because our podcast audience likes to talk to us while we're on there. So I'm wondering, what is the appeal of Twitch?
Yeah, it's a question that like I really have to think about a lot of times. I remember when I started to Twitch stream, you know, word spreads, and you know, like eventually, like your mom or your dad's gonna like tune into a stream one day. And I remember it was actually like a really good stream in my opinion. A game called Worlds Adrift came out. It was like really, really popular. And it was like the first time I had like over 100 viewers for like the first time. That doesn't happen even now very often ever. But for some reason that week, that game really kicked off. And I remember my mom was texting me while I was streaming, and she's like, why do people watch this? And I was like, I didn't have like a purely clear answer. So I really started trying to think about it. Another example, I'm beating around the bush, but another example to kind of get close to an answer is that I don't know if you know Boogie2988. He's on YouTube. He's a really, really large guy.
No, I have a friend who retweets him all the time, though. So I do.
Right,
I am familiar with that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's huge on social media, but he's well known for just being a very overweight guy. And he went through all this surgery, and he's like lost like 160 pounds already. It's like a really good story. But I remember watching his YouTube video recently, and I had been watching a ton of Twitch in the past year. And I remember like watching this YouTube video, and he would just say like a statistic, like, okay, well, you know, in 1 week I've lost this many pounds. And I remember wanting to go to the comment section right then and there and be like, holy cow, this is amazing, and comment on that thing right when he said it. So I think one appeal of Twitch is just that you have that live feedback,
instant
and you don't
response.
have to. Yeah, instant response. You don't have to wait to the end of a 12-minute video, get your timestamp and say, hey, when you said that thing, that was really funny, haha. You can kind of give that live feedback, give those emotes. The emotes are huge, I think. It was something that it took me a while to really grasp, because I thought it was kind of strange. You could go watch like a big event on Twitch, 100,000 people, and it would just be nothing but emote spam. Just people, you know, just spamming emotes. And I never really understood it, but it does give the streamer a gauge of like, are they doing something funny? Are they doing something that's making people squirm? Are they saying something that's like really offensive? And it's fun to kind of jump on that bandwagon with people and just give your live opinions.
Okay, I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
It takes a while.
I had the same reaction when I downloaded Periscope onto my phone to like do something on Twitter, and I was like, why? And that's less. They're not even doing anything half the time. They're just there.
You have hearts on. You have hearts on Periscope. I think that's it, right?
To no one. So like the most I'll do is like I'll go watch a cute girl. I would do the same thing on Twitch. Just like, okay, I'll appreciate that for a moment and then be done. Be done with my day. So that's interesting.
Exactly.
But I guess as a streamer, it's more interesting to me than it is as a viewer. And I'm always just surprised by it. Surprised by this odd thing in our little corner of the internet, culture wise. It's just odd.
Yeah, I mean, once you start streaming, you can sort of be admiring streams for other purposes. Be like, holy cow, that guy literally just spoke for 40 minutes straight without breaking.
You're right.
And you can just be like, that's impressive. Or he could have like a cool transition into a different scene, or he could be having some good green screen effects or a good soundboard, and you can start being like, oh yeah, his audio is getting good, his quality is getting better, and you can kind of view it on that and not purely an entertainment standpoint too. So
yeah, I have done that where I'm like, oh wow, that guy's layout is fantastic. He's got a lot of energy, which is hard for me to keep up on when I'm streaming, and so that's I can sort of see that. I actually watched some of your stream earlier today, and I was like, this guy's really good. I brought you on for the podcast.
I saw that you followed before we did this interview.
Yeah, that's what I did. That
appreciate it. Thanks.
So I got a couple more questions for you. Some more broad, kind of fun questions. This is a video game podcast, after all. What got you into video games straight up?
Okay, I'd say probably my first video game ever was probably Pokemon Blue Edition. And
what generation was that on?
That was the Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, okay.
Yeah. So that's probably like the first time I had played a video game, and I didn't know how to read. And I don't know how old I was, whatever age I didn't know how to read. But I remember you can still go back and boot up the game, and my name is Cameron, but I think it's spelled Kavua in the game. So, but yeah, I think Pokemon really got me into it. It kind of was the first game also that involved, cooperative aspects. So, I could go next door to my friend who had red version, I had blue version. You could link up the Game Boys, you could trade, and you could just be talking with almost any kid in that generation probably had Pokemon, I feel. At least all the kids that I knew. You'd go on a field trip, everyone would have their Game Boys, and that was just like a really cool time to be around. There was a lot less, making fun of, you go into high school, you go into middle school, people are making fun of the anime kids, people are making fun of, certain things.
I still am, but
yeah, it's a strange culture. But like back in the day, no one would look down upon you whipping out the Game Boy on the school bus, and everyone was like, oh yeah, you want to trade, you want to battle. It was a good time. So yeah, I think the Pokemon thing kind of got me on the bandwagon, and then moved up to like N64. N64, then probably Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, PS2, GameCube, and then Xbox, then PC.
What kind of games do you like to play? I mean, you're a variety streamer, so what games are you playing now? What types of games?
So I'm variety, but biased towards shooters and FPS and that competitive thing. I used to be a lot into story-based games, like when Skyrim came out, I was big into just doing that. But then nowadays with working and all this stuff, I kind of want that like quick fix of excitement, and I can't. And also I want to, when I'm off work, I want to be like talking with my friends or something like that. So I haven't really played too many like single player adventure games in a while. I much prefer just to like really challenge myself with a good competitive shooter. I like those.
Good.
So,
what are your top? I put this question in the email, and I hope you figured it out by now because it's a tough question for some people. Give me your top 3 video games of all time.
Top video games of all time. Okay. I would say, I think it's just called Super Mario 64. Was it a Super Mario, or was it just Mario 64?
I think it might have been Super Mario 64. Everybody just calls it Mario 64.
Yeah, Mario 64, just the 3D Mario World. I never bought it, but I probably paid for it 4 times over with the Blockbuster rentals from my parents' credit cards. Every single time I went, I would get it, I would rent it, and I would beat it within like 3 days. And that game, I still go back on emulators and stuff like that and play that. It's just a special game in my heart for sure.
It's classic.
Yeah, it is classic. It's an absolute classic, and I never got into the speed runs, so I try to I try to understand the speed run appeal. It's on Twitch, it's on YouTube, but I don't know. I would prefer to get the entertainment value out of the person instead of some dude just like hardcore sweating and trying to beat Mario 64 in 20 minutes or something like that.
I'll tell you what, I watched a guy speedrun a terrible game that we had to play for this show. It's called A New Nightmare. Was it Silent Hill? I can't remember. It was like the horror game genre, A New Nightmare. And it was a nightmare to play. And so I looked online to YouTube and found a guy who beat it in like 2 hours. And I just followed his kind of path through it. And then the game glitched out on me and I had to restart.
Oh my god!
And then I had to look at someone else's
speed run to lower the amount of time you actually had to play the game. I got you.
And,
it wasn't an appreciation factor.
So there is a use for the speed runs.
Yeah, that's a useful case.
All right, so you got Super Mario 64. What are your other two of the top three?
I mentioned it before. I think Pokemon has to be up there. It taught me to read, basically. It taught me to make friends and lose friends over good and bad deals. Nice. With trading and stuff. And I think I've played it. I think I have every Pokemon game still. Like, I didn't get too in depth into like the 3DS versions, but definitely up until Ruby and Sapphire, I was big into Pokemon, but still have an appreciation for it.
I've only ever played a couple of hours of Pokemon, I'll be honest. My house was a no video game household, so I would play video games at other people's houses.
Okay.
I had a little.
Yeah, that's not a good game for that.
I didn't realize at the time that Pokemon was based on like the Pokemon franchise, like the cartoons that were big when I was a kid, that they were based on video games. I had no idea. I had a cousin who had a Game Boy Color, and he was playing Pokemon. So that was like my exposure, and then I got a 2DS, and I downloaded Pokemon Yellow, and I played that for a couple hours, and I was like, I don't understand.
I feel like it would be really dull to go back and play like a game, like one of the original Pokemon games. I really do.
I can confirm that as a person.
It's a dull experience, especially by yourself. And I think the reason why like the newer ones aren't really fully appealing to me is that, I might know somebody at like my workplace that might play it, or I still have friends who might play it, but they're 100 miles away from me. And so like that whole like,
social.
That whole social aspect is kind of gone, and that definitely made the game a lot more appealing. That you're just, again, with Twitch, it's all a bandwagon. You like jumping on the bandwagon, and when the bandwagon's not there, it's sometimes pretty dull. So, all
right, and you got a third game?
I do. If you've heard of Half-Life on PC,
of course.
Yeah, so Half-Life definitely has to be one of my top games. Back when it came out, it was good graphically. Their engine, their physics in the game was like really, really top notch. And I didn't get too into Half-Life 1. My exposure to Half-Life 1 was I was young, and my dad would be playing it in like a study in like our basement. And I remember I would like walk in there and just like get extremely freaked out and typically run away because the game really scared me. But then when Half-Life 2 came out, I was a little older, and it was not a cooperative game when it came out. Gary's Mod wasn't really like a thing, so there wasn't really ways you could play Half-Life with someone else. But I swear the entire first Half-Life 2 run through, I never actually played it. I think I literally just stood behind my dad and just watched for hours of us just going through the game, but he was controlling it all. So, maybe that's maybe that was a little hint into Twitch.
Into your Twitch thing, watching someone else play.
I enjoyed sometimes watching people play video games, even if it's just like me and one other person.
Oh man, I got the totally opposite thing. Oh man, I had a friend growing up. Still have this friend, so I shouldn't say had, but this guy, like about 1/3 of the amount of times that I would go hang out with him growing up, he would just play video games, and I would just sit there and talk with him. And so, like, the appeal of watching someone else play a video game, once again, totally don't understand. But I do love streaming.
Right.
And if you guys listening are interested in streaming, I suggest you guys go check out Twitch Talks, the podcast, and then your channel is CPalm, right?
Yep, just CPalm.
CPalm.
Yep, that's correct.
Go check that out. He's a great streamer. How else can people reach you?
If you want to get really, really personal with me, you could email me at Cameron@twitchtalks.tv. If you want to be a little bit more public and get some maybe like retweets from me or something like that, I'll follow you back. You could reach me at Twitter at Twitch_talks on Twitter. And like I said, all my contact methods are open. You can DM me on Twitter. You can whisper me on Twitch. Any of those ways you want to chat, or if you got any questions, yeah, please feel free to reach out.
Perfect, Cameron. I got one more question that I didn't warn you about beforehand.
Okay.
Now, we do have a few people who follow us that are streamers. We're certainly friendly with a few people that listen to our podcast and have their own kind of Twitch channels, and I just found out what rating was, so I rated one of those guys today. So I'm wondering, and I know at least one person who wants to be a full-time streamer one day, and they're putting in a lot of time regularly streaming. What is you got to 700 in a year? I don't know if that was from people coming over from YouTube as well as the amount of time that you put in, but what is like your biggest? What is your biggest piece of advice that you want to hammer towards those people who want to improve, at least, their Twitch streaming?
So I'd say there's probably like two methods that are probably like the big two. Your friends doing it right, of really grinding out the hours. That's a huge part. People have a horrible attention span nowadays and are forgetful these days. So it helps that anytime they open up Twitch, they might see that person on their left-hand side saying that they're streaming. Just that constant reminder of, hey, I'm out here is very, very useful. And also just having that schedule of knowing that, you know, if you're a kid in high school or something like that, you get off school, you're going home, knowing that, you know, you or me or their favorite streamer is going live at 5:00. Is very valuable. And if they're not there at 5:00 and you continue to screw up that schedule, they sometimes might lose that interest. The other one is huge. Networking is extremely valuable, and it's one of the hardest things to do. You kind of have to make someone like you, but also have to make someone not think that you're mooching off of them.
Right, you're not just trying to steal followers.
Right, exactly.
So you're not going into someone else's chat and being like, everybody, check out my channel, kind of a deal.
I also stream Overwatch, and I'm very good. I'm better than this person. Yeah, you can't do that. So yeah, there's definitely good and bad ways of networking, but it really does help. Finding people on different schedules than you is even more valuable. I've become friends with like a Norwegian streamer, and the unfortunate thing with her is she has incredible amounts of viewers. She's typically always over 100 viewers. It's amazing. She's a great streamer, and her name is Binky, Binci. But when she hosts me, it's like 3 a.m. in Norway, and like 90% of her viewers are Norwegian. So it's not too valuable for me, because after she's done streaming, everyone's like half dead and wants to go to sleep. So it's something to think about. It's not something to completely disregard, be like, oh, wait, me and so-and-so are both on Eastern time zones, so this can't work. I'm not going to become friends with this guy. You know, they might not stream one day, and they might come into your chat. They might tweet out and say, hey, come chat with this guy. But really making friends with other streamers is very valuable. Focus probably on people who like the same things that you do, but definitely just make friends out there. Other people will support you if you support them. So
All right, perfect, Cameron. I want to thank you once again for coming on here and talking to us about your podcast, about streaming, and about video games. It was a real fun chat. Thanks for responding to a random Twitter user saying, I got a podcast, please come on my show.
Hey, that's how you make it, man. That's how we do it. I appreciate you having me on.
All right, thank you. All right, I want to give another thanks post-interview here to Twitch Talks for coming on and talking to me about streaming and his podcast that he has over there. Just another reminder, please go check out Twitch Talks. It was the only Twitch, the really good Twitch podcast that I found. I found a couple Twitch podcasts, talking about Twitch. That was the best one. It really was, and it's a newer show, so it's a good time to get in there. While it's early, Anyway, Craig, I believe you've got some Q&As for us.
I do have a couple questions. First one is from F4 Extreme. It says, what's your guys' guilty pleasure games? Either games that you know are kind of bad but you love anyway, or games that are somewhat embarrassing to admit you love. Personally, I love Hatsune Miku Project Diva games as an example.
Oh, that popular.
Personally, my favorite game is some random Japanese sounding game that I kind of know.
You know those Vocaloid things that they have, like the hologram anime singers that Japan has?
Uh-huh.
That's what that is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a rhythm game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And
guilty pleasure.
Sad
game.
that I know that.
I feel
No,
like
you're
we've
not.
had this
Don't
question
lie.
asked before. Am I crazy?
No, I think we
Yeah, we have.
We've
I
had-
remember.
I think
remember
we-
saying For Answer was my guilty pleasure game.
I think maybe we have some time ago, but still, it's.
Has your guilty pleasure game changed, Joe?
I don't remember what I said last time, but I am thinking back to games that are probably bad that I really loved, mostly the Harry Potter games based on the movies, on the PC versions of those things. Those to me were fun, and I played them a lot. So I guess that's my guilty pleasure game. I still want to kind of replay them anyway. I've nominated them multiple times on this show. So if that's an indicator. Cameron?
I can't. So a guilty pleasure game is something that you enjoy and go back to over and over again, even though you know it's trash. I don't really have a game that I keep going back to. The reason I'm going to say whatever it's called.
Medal of Honor?
Not Medal of Honor.
Medal of Gear, solid.
For Answer.
For Answer. That better not be your fucking guilty pleasure.
I enjoyed playing it. As a guilty pleasure, I'd say that would win.
You gave it a bad review, Cameron.
It's a bad game, but I enjoyed it.
the fuck is wrong with you?
I said this last time.
The love of giant robots is real.
It is exactly it. That's an awesome
Then
fucking
watch
kick-ass
fucking
robots.
Transformers.
So
Transformers
That's also
is
bad,
terrible.
So when I first
No, the Transformers is better as a movie than Armored Core 4 Answer is as a game.
That
by
is-
far.
The first
By
one, definitely.
fucking
remember-
far.
I remember when me and Craig
Never
were
seen
playing
the other
Armored
ones,
Core
come
a
on.
lot, and I remember liking the game so much that I would grind out to get the pieces that I wanted for my mechs and everything. And even in a later game, I named my avatar in that game White Glint after the White Glint in Armored Core.
we
So,
did.
yeah.
Wait, did we do a whole
We
episode?
did do one called Guilty Pleasure Gaming.
Knew it. I knew we talked about this before.
I'm going to give the same answer I gave then. Resident Evil Outbreak, both games. Super laggy, super problematic, not that great. The load times are fucking awful. But I still love playing them. I still think they're great. I still think they have a lot of good things to offer. Lots of alternate costumes, lots of different ways to run through the scenarios. The speed running is super fun. I'm trying to get as many points as I can through a certain playthrough, trying to see what characters I can make survive. All that is great. Shit, I don't really. But the thing is I don't really have shame to speak of, so I don't have a guilty pleasure necessarily. It's to have a guilty pleasure, you must have guilt first, and I usually don't have that. So that one's kind of a tougher question to answer for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
what's our
online
next?
needs to come back.
I honestly don't know what I would say. Probably just like fighting games in general, just because nobody else fucking plays with me. So it's like a huge, huge fucking purchase of a new fighting game for like almost no reason. So
that just means you're a fucking idiot then.
I just
not our fault.
I
You're an
love
idiot.
fighting games.
Well,
So
if
fuck
no,
you
you
guys.
can't be like, I wasted all this money hoping that maybe
It's
just
not
by
a waste.
chance you would
It's
buy.
not a waste. It's just I should wait, and then I never do.
You should just buy it for me, and I'll play it with you.
No, because you won't.
No, I definitely won't if I never have it.
Fucking liar.
There's a much higher chance if you
All
buy
right,
it for
next
me.
one is from Kingzilla. He says, "Hey guys, if you were to create an ultimate 5-man or woman RPG party from all the games you've played, which characters would you include? Games do not need to be RPGs, and characters can be protagonists or antagonists."
So it's almost a question we've answered before in Ultima, but it's every character in every video game.
Craig, can you give us some
it says-
original questions here?
These fucking questions that we got.
These questions matter. The people
blame the
ask them.
listeners. For example, my ultimate 5-man team would be Doom Guy from Doom, Nathan Drake from Uncharted, Kratos from God of War, Adam Jensen from Deus Ex, and Arden from 15.
Or just pick the most godlike characters out of every video game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've opened it way too much because you can just pick the overpowered character from any video game series and put them on a team.
Well, if you just do the jump ability from Mario, it's pretty much instant death. So
Mario can just jump
That's
on
not
anyone?
true. I played Paper Mario, and his jump ability only does a couple damage. Doesn't kill him.
I didn't say from Paper Mario. Super Mario Bros.
There's also Super
That's
Mario
a Paper
RPG.
Mario, bro.
Super Mario RPG. I mean, there is a damage limit.
Fine, Cloud with Omni Slash, and I'll have 5 of them.
Just 5 clouds.
Or just the rest of the team.
5 clouds.
And then they just copy him.
There you go.
Just mime him.
Or you could just Schweiss, you gotta do like 5 Kratos.
Yeah. I'll do
Kratos
5
from like each of the games.
Yeah. Each God of War Kratos.
Kratos
about-
from different timelines.
How about Omnimon?
Omnimon?
You're going Digimon with it? That's surprising.
I don't want to hear the fucking word Digimon right now.
Digimon.
Fuck you.
Digital monsters.
Digimon Garlic. Champions.
I don't know what I would pick.
I think I would have to put Kratos in there. Great series. Great character.
Fantastic.
Very violent. Likes to kill gods. I think that would be very useful. He has this vendetta against religion that I find satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to play the mayor from Sim City. He seems to have a lot of power.
That's true. Way more power than he probably should.
Yeah.
He can even summon disasters at times once unlocked.
Yeah. Fucking Godzilla. Just bring him out whenever you want it.
Yeah, punish the peons.
I'll play the God Hand from Warcraft. Just the the one that decides where everybody goes.
Master Hand from
That's right, the Master Hand from any strategy game.
Well, it's also in
He's in my party,
Smash
too.
Bros.
Yeah, the Master Hand from Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, there is one. That's right. Yeah, Charizard. I'll do that. We'll burn everything to a crisp.
Probably take Dante from Devil May Cry. Yeah.
Which one?
Probably go with the new one from Ninja Theory, because he has like his Devil Trigger seems better. Like the slow time thing.
People hate you now.
No one else gonna say Master Chief? I'll say Master Chief.
I mean,
Master Chief is just a man among gods that people are picking.
well,
right
Kingzilla took
He's
Doom
got the
Guy.
overshield.
now. Yeah, but
though.
Doom Guy
Doom
scared.
Guy could kick
Doom
the
Guy-
fucking shit out of Master
Doom
Chief.
Guy shook the
I don't
pillars
know.
of hell.
Doom Guy will die faster than Master
Doom-
Chief will.
Doom Guy also went to hell and just
Doom
killed
Guy
everything.
shook the pillars of hell. So
That's true. They have lore built around you being like the evil
they,
savior.
They are afraid of you. You don't fear Master Chief.
Can you
The
do
grunts
God?
do at
Can you do
times.
God mode?
Grunts. Yeah.
ID God? Can you do God mode as Doom Guy?
yeah.
I don't
there
know.
you go.
no one's gonna pick 2B.
Oh yeah, I totally take 2B. I take 2B, A2.
Does this become a bingo game now, or
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
confused.
From
Nier Automata.
Yeah. Okay. That's their name. Wait, which one's which?
2B is the
2B
main girl chick, and then
she is the
A2 is
blindfolded,
the
A2 is long haired chick.
long hair chick.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take either of them. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're basically the same thing.
How about
they are the same thing.
how about one of the girls from Dead or Alive Volleyball? I'll take one of those too. Put them on my
Wait.
Which one?
What kind of part are we putting out
There's
here?
a lot.
Tifa
That's,
from FF7.
that's your guilty pleasure, isn't it, Cam?
Okay, so if I were to say, I've never played the volleyball game, but I have played Dead or Alive games way back in the day, and if I were to go back to I would have to say that's a guilty pleasure game.
Just the Dead or Alive game?
Yeah, just a Dead or Alive game. I've never played the volleyball game.
You'll have to nominate it.
I think that would be a great nomination.
That would be a pretty sweet one.
Hey, if it's a short campaign, I'm not going to complain.
I don't. Is there really? Is there a campaign to that?
Probably.
There's got to be like an arcade mode. Or
Okay,
something.
I've got it. Kratos. I'll go with 50 Cent from 50 Cent Bulletproof.
Oh my god.
I'll do fucking the main guy from Alone in the Dark. I'll have him in there. I'll have Django.
Why?
Django. No, I'll have Roz.
His only special thing is that he has a revolver.
I want that triple barrel revolver, or whatever the fuck it was.
You can just get that from
You
him
have
and
found
Vincent.
ammunition for the triple barreled revolver. Is that really what the box says? So I'll take that guy. I'll take Django. No, Roz from Bounty Hunter.
Why?
Take Roz.
She dies.
It doesn't matter. And I'll take any of the named characters from Armored Core for answer. That's my party.
Fuck you.
Do they get their armored?
They do. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I'm going. Okay, I'll do Kratos as well. Seems to be the bandwagon I'm going on here. I will do Cloud with Omni Slash. And I will also have Link with apparently the gloves of heaven or whatever those are from Ocarina of Time.
Gloves of heaven.
Apparently there's some like really strong gloves that make it like invincible in that fucking game.
I don't fucking remember that.
And then let's see, a party of 5. Let's do Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, nice.
He's got
Okay.
that trank, always the Infinity Tranquilizer. So that'll be probably pretty helpful. And then who's the next who's like a super powerful kind of character? I don't know who else to put in there. I guess I'll keep my Charizard. Yeah, those are my 5. It's a ridiculous party, but whatever.
Let's see. Okay, I take Kratos, Dante, Jack from Jack and Daxter. I'd probably take Adam Jensen too from Deus Ex, and who the fuck?
Oh, Neo from Enter the Matrix. He's replacing my Charizard.
I take Batman. Batman isn't a video game. I take Batman.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
See, Batman really is a man amongst gods.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And he
Okay.
takes him down because he's.
I think I'll go with Zora Magdaros.
Oh my god, that's insane!
What is that? Is that from Persona or something?
No, it's from Monster Hunter World. He's like a fucking dragon as big as a mountain, and he's like made of lava.
And Kratos to ride, the Zora Magdaros.
All right.
Then Colonel Shepard from Call of Duty. Just because.
Call of Duty. Yeah. Not gonna get Commander Shepard from Mass Effect.
I haven't played enough of the
He
Mass
did
Effect games.
enter the atmosphere and crash land, and they still revived him.
That's true. They did do that.
That's pretty intense.
Who else? That's 3. I'm gonna go with the late Doom guy, the Doom 2016 Doom guy.
Okay.
and
He's Doom
then-
1 and 2 guy as well.
Yeah.
Not Doom 3.
Yeah.
Never
And
Doom 3.
then who else?
Hashtag never Doom 3.
Yeah,
Hashtag not my Doom.
that's right. Still a great game, though, to be honest, but not the same.
Crap, I can't think of his name.
Who? What
Which game?
Red Dead Redemption
John Marston?
John Marston. Yeah, he's gonna be on
That'd
my
be a
team
good
too.
one.
Just to hang out with him.
His dead ass skill.
Just to hang out. If it's a hang out party, it's going to be all the busty chicks from every game I've ever played.
No. See, Zora Magdaros is my main attack and defense, and so everyone else can just chill.
I mean, yeah, I guess they could just have like a beach party on his fucking back.
Not unless someone has a Dragonator, but you know, what are the
They
chances?
didn't kill him with the Dragonator.
No, they
He
repelled
still
him.
walked off to die
Yeah.
because he was already dying.
Dragonator.
So Zora Magdaros in the prime of his volcanic life,
And Nergigante.
and Nergigante on his back. They come as a pair. Yeah.
What about
Nergigante.
Shub? What about old Shub?
Shub Niggeroff?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Shib Niggeroth, yeah.
Whoa,
All right,
guys,
Zora
guys.
Magdaros, Niggergante.
Nergigante.
Holy shit!
What the hell did you just say? What did you just say?
Nergigante.
Wait, what?
It's Nergigante.
Nergigante.
Near Gigante.
Yeah.
Nergigante, yeah.
That's what his name is.
That is not what
Wow.
it sounded like you just said.
That's not what he just said.
Shib Niggeroth. And what was the last dragon's name again? Xenojiva?
Xenojiva, yeah.
Yeah.
Except Xenojiva would be destroyed by Zora Magdaros.
Well, that would be all in
Sounds
team.
a little xenophobic more than xeno.
It's an elder god. It's no problem.
It's an elder dragon.
Come on, Jesus. Guys, this came after an interview with a guy with his own podcast. Come on, don't
Take it.
This Trump's America now.
Did he listen to any of our previous
I have
episodes
no
before
idea.
he
I
said
have
yes to do an interview with us?
No idea. But
Sometimes
you
you
guys
gotta-
got to stop saying the name of whatever the hell that is.
Nergigante.
Nergigante is his name.
Yeah, you got to put a little bit of Southern on that pronunciation. Wow. Okay. All right.
All right, the last question. Wait, did everybody have their party?
Yeah.
Everybody
Okay.
did.
All right, last question is from Biscuit. He says, would you rather watch your parents fuck every night for the rest of your life or jump in once?
The only answer to this question is to get blackout drunk so you can't remember what happened.
Well, okay,
know.
somebody responded
But you
with
won't remember.
the third option of killing themselves.
But that's
and I
not
was
an
like,
option.
okay, there's the fourth option of just killing your parents. 'Cause, I mean, if you're going to survive, that's the only way to do it.
Okay.
Watch them fuck every day for the rest of your life. Wow, my parents are suddenly.
They're going to live a long time. That's a goal. I mean, it's just, you got to do it with your parents now to keep them alive as long as you're alive.
We'll keep them alive. Yeah, keep
But
the activity going.
But the day you join is the day you kill them.
I don't think they'll like me joining either. God damn it! This is horrible.
yeah.
Is that my Joseph? I feel.
This question's making me ill. Fuck, dude.
I would jump in once. Because I would rather. I don't want to watch him fuck every day.
Dude.
And I didn't really know my dad until like a year ago. So like. It's just a small me. That's what it is. It's like a mini me that I'm using to fuck my mom.
Oh, God.
Just get it done with. I would have to do that day one though, or I would probably have to watch him have sex for every day for the rest of my life. That's a day one. Get that shit over with. Fuck your parents.
No,
Join in.
but then-
Three-way.
But that's a part of you every day. And then you can't get rid of it.
You can't, but you also can't get rid of seeing him fuck every day.
Oh God.
Would it be dad in current state or dad in when he conceived you state?
Wait, why?
Because
I want my dad to be hot.
No, because Cam Cam's dad is dead. So would he be
Joe
boning a
wants-
zombie?
Joe wants
Bones
Littlefinger,
by
Papa.
Oh.
You got to get him to watch the show too, so that he talks like him. Yes. I don't know what your mom's name is.
Littlefinger dad.
At least
Come, Joseph.
Do you just have? There's no specification whether or not you just have to like check in
I see the little finger
to see that they are in fact fucking,
rides on.
or if you like have to see the full act every
Here's
time.
the thing, though. What is the level of joining in?
I don't know that. Yeah,
Do you have to pleasure both mom and dad?
Oh,
In this, like, what? How much of the three-way are you? Like the?
Are you the one in the middle?
Are you the linchpin of the three-way? Yeah. So you're getting fucked in the ass by your dad.
That reminds me of another
You are
Would You Rather.
the family meat.
That reminds me of another Would You Rather. So this one goes, you are an inch in your mom, or your dad's an inch. Is an inch into you? Do you go forward into your mom or back in your dad to get out?
Forward into your mom.
this is fucked.
I would, I would just get it over with, though, I think.
I think I would have to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at least there's like a. Maybe if I get the sex level out of my head, I'm sure I would be able to like compartmentalize what I'm looking
And
at.
at some
like,
point, it would just
like
be
it's a nature documentary almost, and it's at least my parents still love each other in some way. So I think that's the positive thing about watching your parents have sex is like
Plus-
at least they're having sex.
well, Joe. I guess plus with that, you could just like wear earmuffs and have sunglasses and turn off the lights.
Dad, show me your moves.
show me your moves.
You don't have to see or hear anything.
No, you have to watch.
Just have to watch.
You just have to sit there and stare at what's going on.
No, you have to watch with the freaking like your eyelids pried open so you can't
Yeah,
look
like
away.
Clockwork Orange. The guy's like putting little eye drops in your eye. Oh.
I'd kill my parents.
No. You have two options.
That is the only
Craig,
option.
you only have two options.
Your hands and feet have been removed.
Yeah.
You cannot kill. You bite the throat out. Craig Torso just
He
kill
does
everything.
the worm over.
I think eventually, if you have to watch it every day, I think you would compartmentalize it, and I don't think it would be disgusting after a while. I think it would just be.
I'd probably have to go with that. I'm already like
You're gonna
half
watch.
blind. I can
Schweiss is
lose
going to
the other
fuck his
eye.
mom. The other guys, I guess, are just going to watch. Cameron,
Plead the fifth. I don't want that answer to haunt me forever.
your mom's not bad looking.
If it were
If all parties could be blackout
strangely
drunk,
worded.
so afterwards all parties would know it happened but not remember.
And then thus the rest of the time we'll think that maybe it didn't happen.
Yes, correct.
Maybe it was just all in their dreams.
And if I don't answer, it's like Schrodinger's answer.
But is it still like zombie for you or like?
I have no idea. See, I don't have enough. I don't have enough answers.
Replace your mom with your dad with your brother.
I don't have enough answers to complete this question. So
Replace
for me,
your dad with your brother.
The question's
That's what you gotta
invalid. I can't answer this question.
I would, if I were you, I would choose the sex one if it was dad or brother instead of dad, just to find out for sure if your brother's gay or not.
Oh no!
What if
Stop
that's
it.
the thing that turns him?
Yeah, fuck.
Oh, that's
No.
Cameron, his own
No.
brother.
Fucking shut! I refuse to answer this
Brotherly
question because by the question parameters, I cannot answer
It's
this
just
question.
brotherly love.
Fucking shut up! I'll release that picture of Minnie Schweiss. I'll release it to the hordes.
Mini the
Minnie Schweiss.
where I'm standing next to you on the hill.
I think that's out.
It's on Facebook.
Yeah, I know.
That'll be the episode cover for this week.
Minnie Schweiss. Oh man,
That's a horrible question.
I'm not answering. I can't.
I
don't have enough information.
You have to answer.
I don't have
all
enough
the information.
I don't. The whole thing is parents, so I can't answer the question.
Well, basically, you'd just be having sex with your mom while your
No.
dad's corpse is lying there.
No.
We could say that.
No, he didn't
He's
give me
probably a
enough. He didn't give me,
skeleton.
give me enough to answer the question.
Stick his like femur up
Unless he can verify if it's current state or conception
there. Or like
state.
prime.
In your prime, your mom's probably pretty.
Fucking shut your fuck. God damn.
Joe would trade places with you.
I would happily trade places with you, Cameron.
Yeah, Joe would jump in if it meant that he could
I feel
trade
like
places.
we
I would
all-
jump in now.
I feel like we'd probably, most of us would all change places if we had that option.
I think
just
we would
so that
all
we wouldn't.
pick Cameron's mom too.
You wouldn't? Are you saying?
It's sanity.
Wait, whose mom are you gonna pick?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not any
Yeah,
better. It
it's
doesn't
like
get any better than that.
No.
It's just downhill.
No, okay,
And there's
that's-
downhill, and then there's
That's
way
an entirely
downhill.
different question, Joe. Whose mom would you pick?
Out of all four of our moms,
Cameron's easily.
Cameron's.
I'd pick Joe's.
I would too, I
It's the
think.
only sane answer to that question.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't fuck your mom. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes. You pick Joe's
Yeah,
mom?
you can't fuck the hot
I
one.
don't.
Fuck you, man.
Wait, what? I'm giving your mom a compliment.
Just
there.
fucking
I've known
shut
Cam's
your
mom
mouth.
too long, and I know your mom twice. So it's,
You don't want that.
It's the safest option for me.
When you put it that way, I suppose. But I wouldn't.
This is all terrible.
Oh my god, Cameron, why are you mad? Why are you mad, bro?
Oh my god! So if one of the parents is dead, do you have to watch one of your parents fuck the other's corpse? Jesus!
Man.
Okay, well, if it's already like a skeleton,
Oh,
like
guys, I
would
feel
there be
sick.
anything going on? It would just be like
I say femur
be
insertion.
dry humping a skeleton.
Just like pull off that little leg bone, just. That's bad.
So not only is it incest, but it's necrophilia at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
Well, not for you, unless you're feeling.
Unless you
it.
join
Unless you
in.
join in,
Yeah.
then it would be both, which
God.
would be insanity.
Of course, then it would be like a weird one-on-one with one of your
I
parents.
think death
which
is
would be
the only
horrifying.
answer at that point.
Well,
Okay. No, we're done with this question. Moving on.
Do you have any more, Caleb?
you don't have any more questions.
Those three.
So, Cameron, you got them. You got
All
them
right.
hog stats.
So this is Hoggib stats. They went through and just totaled everything up about Hoggib and what it's been doing for us. So as of February, the end of February, we had 52 users on Hoggib. And in the month of February, there were 1,771 hogged items that were logged.
Oh, I
nice.
forgot a couple actually. I need to put it
There
in.
was 389 albums listened to, 303 Geekdom podcasts listened to, 316 movies watched, 209 television shows, 140 games, 345 comics, otherwise known as children books that adults shouldn't be reading,
Fuck you.
36 audible books, and then 32 books.
Cam, I have a question. Was this Matunica's work?
Yeah.
All right, fuck you, Matunica. I knew it. I knew it was you.
Is he not a fan of comics?
No, because Craig keeps telling him to add a feature that only
didn't-
Craig
I
would
haven't-
benefit from.
I haven't kept doing
I
that.
feel like that feature is a great idea, though.
Yeah, it is.
Drop
So
down,
fuck them.
I think it's a really good idea.
fuck. Don't say fuck them, Craig. They are doing work for free.
They're doing a ton of work for free.
Doesn't matter.
So this makes
They've
it
angered
overall
me.
points of comics, who cares, grow up, books, 800 points, Audible books, 648 points,
I haven't even logged in a comics
Geekdom
yet.
podcast, 606 points, albums, 778 points, movies, 2,212 points, TV shows, 6,270 points, and then games for 5,320 points, making a grand total of 16,634, or 16,979 if you include the lame children's books.
Good night, Moon. Good night, stars.
Overall for the month, Hog is up by 2,102 points, with the big hitters still being TV and games. But TV's nearly up 1,500 points, whereas games are down 190 points. Could it be
Yeah,
the
people probably
the last few
like-
days in February? Is it so they couldn't cram all in this month because there's a few days less?
I think what happened is people went in like, I'm gonna fucking rule on Hog this year, and then we're like,
Just
this
watch
is
movies.
too much
Oh, yeah.
gaming, and so you got to back down a little
I know
bit.
at least one man who will never say that.
Yeah.
So he also breaks it down into like the favorite thing amongst all the categories. If you want me to get into that.
Favorite thing? What
Yeah.
do you mean? What, Jake's thing?
Jake's little thing there. You want to read that for
Incest is best even if they're laid to rest.
There's your answer, Cam.
Jesus Christ, we're past that. So anyways, Nude Clan had 157 hogs to UFF's 114. Dragon Quest had 40. He says it's DQ. So
These are the shows.
yeah. Had 14 listeners, down from 22 last month.
Yeah.
Godzilla podcast is up 12 this month with 17.
Hell yeah.
Sadly, no mentions to Super Sexy, but amazingly 2 hogs for getting fat.
Oh wow.
Nice.
What's getting fat episodes?
Reaching way back.
I wish I could go through and like click.
You can.
There's so many things.
For movies, so far only Joe has watched Annihilation.
That's not true right now.
I watched it.
Oh, but did you watch it in February?
No.
Did you? Okay, so there you go. This is February stats.
Wait. So wait. They have Oh, okay. Keep going.
This is the month of February that was locked. But anyways, the big winners for this month is Black Panther, which was watched 16 times.
I believe it.
Cloverfield Paradox is also watched 11 times. Really 12 if I remember to log it, but I didn't log it. Then only 7 Godzilla movies were watched last month.
At least 3 of them were from me, probably.
Is Drew on the hog, Gabe?
I don't think he is.
And then as for TV, cartoons are again at the top of TV seasons watched. Lots of love for Family Guy, Dragon Ball, and other animes watched. Black Mirror was also popular, 8 season watched. And Office is the winner with 14 seasons watched.
Nice. Is it all from like one person who like destroyed the Office?
He doesn't say, but he does say that he feels
people.
bad for the one user who must have gouged their eyes out because they watched the whole first season of Glee.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I know who that is. Honestly, I was watching it on the side, and it's not that bad. I was like, this show's gonna suck ass.
Was it Alexander?
Yeah,
was Alex?
Well, they like to destroy my favorite Journey songs.
Yeah.
So
It's pretty heavy-handed sometimes. Like the one guy, the gay guy one of the gay guys in the show is like, I've known I was gay since I was 5, and I was like, what? You haven't known you were gay since you were 5.
I didn't know I
What are you
was straight when I was 5.
Yeah, it's like you don't know anything. You're not thinking about sucking someone's dick off their hip when you're 5, are you? Then you didn't know you were gay. I was like, okay, this show sometimes is like absurd. It's absurd with how like forward it is and with shit like that. But it's for the most part, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's something.
All right. Well,
I haven't watched it enough to log.
Everyone has an opinion. So
It's better than I thought it was going to be, considering it's a fucking show about
I'm not
singing.
going to give it shit except for ruining my Journey.
I'm not going to give it shit except that my brother
I wish they would
watched
just
it,
sing
so.
like
Oh, of course your brother.
Broadway.
Anyways, for audiobooks.
Wait, whoa. Your brother watches Glee. Okay.
He watched it. I don't know if he continues to do so, but
It's,
he
it's
has.
over now, I think.
Yeah.
So,
One season,
so your
that's
brother's not gay.
He is
He married to a woman.
It's a beard, perhaps, but you never know. I mean, that's the thing. Is like you never know, and that's what.
Cameron, what do you really think?
I think that when it comes to the performance area of what people do for their careers, that there's a lot of lines that they feel comfortable to cross while still being on one side of the line themselves.
So he's bisexual, is what you're telling us?
No, I'm just saying he might seem like he's getting a little effeminate, but he's still straight.
Okay, what it sounded like is you said that he's comfortable with gay
He's
casting
comfortable?
couch action,
But he won't marry a man.
but he won't marry a dude.
Gay
yeah.
for pay.
I'll get fucked in the ass occasionally, but not every
No,
night
no.
of my life.
He might be the overly sensitive drama guy. I don't know if he's that way much anymore.
Wow, you're really putting
But-
gay people under the bus here.
I'm not trying to
They're
put
all
gay people,
overly sensitive.
but that's where my
feminine.
brother is or was.
That is lame. The thing
Anyways,
is, I'm into the same stuff your brother is.
yeah.
Only my mom thought I was gay.
But women know. They have this thing where they know when it's the gay guy.
I
It's
don't
like,
actually think that.
at
I
work,
don't know if that's true.
work, the gay guy is the one that all the girls talk to every time.
Hmm.
Current job, last job, every job that's ever been.
Okay.
Unless it's like the guy that like turns gay because he hates his wife so much when he's like in his 50s. Then that guy they don't talk to.
He turns gay because he hates his
because
wife.
he just can't stand it.
Are you
He's
sure
like,
he's not just gay the whole time? And just
maybe,
like
but he's like the butch guy, you know, like the butch dude,
the butch gay?
the butch gay. Yes.
The butch gay.
Yeah. The effeminate gay is the one that
Careful
the girls all
choice.
talk to. The butch gay is the one that they think is straight, but they kind of know.
Am I the butch gay?
No.
No, you have to do handlebar mustache to be the butch gay. You can't just keep it all.
My mustache is not a strong mustache. If I only had a mustache, it would look like it would look like perv.
You would look like you
mustache.
watch people from a
You just gotta let it
from
grow
a
out a little bit.
telescope.
It's blonde up at that. My beard like starts kind of blonde and then goes to red. It doesn't like.
I mean,
it's not
no one here is
consistent.
going to have, what's his name? The Western dude.
Tom.
Yeah,
Selleck?
no one's gonna have a Tom Selleck here.
I mean, you could do
A
him,
real mustache.
Tom Selleck,
But
or
you could do things. to
Cameron,
make it
actually,
better.
your beard is really thick. I bet you could do the
I
Tom
keep
Selleck.
I keep trimming up top so I don't let it get too thick. But
I
that's
think
the
you
thing.
could do the Tom Selleck, dude. You
Man,
gotta
it's
do
too
it.
curly.
I gotta see this.
All right, I'll start right
Yeah, at
away.
least give us a handlebar mustache.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it about blonde mustaches, Joe. That's all mine is. So it just looks non-existent.
So for audiobooks, Ernest Cline was this month's author of choice, having 4 listens. Ready Player One was a great favorite, and then there's Matunika's opinions in here, so I don't know how much I could. But then we also had 2 Wheel of Time and Game of Thrones listens this month as well.
That's right.
As
I
for
think both were from me for Thrones, actually.
as for real books, we're up more than double from January 15th.
Oh, nice, guys.
15
People are starting to
entries
read again after putting the games
32.
down.
So we have 32 this month. And then for comics, he goes, no one wins this Get a Life category, but Batman had 30 picture books, but Tales of Demons and Gods was hogged for 163 chapters by one user. Was all the Batman from you?
No, I haven't logged any. Of
He
my
refuses
comics
to
yet.
do it because it's hard.
It's not that it's hard. It would just take.
He
a
just
long time.
acknowledges
Are these
it.
chapters like full comic length?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll
As
take Craig's
for
word for it.
albums, it's really big and very disorganized, so it's hard for him to sort. But Megadeth is the clear winner, beating Metallica's beating Metallica out. So 12 entries for Megadeth with 10 from Metallica.
Wow. What?
Someone did listen to Lulu, Metallica, and Lou Reed
Jesus.
this
Who?
month. I don't know. Did any of us
Josie.
log it?
No.
It's Lou Reed and Metallica. Okay, they're the backing band. So
Matunica
does
assumes
not
it was
count as a Metallica album.
Matunica assumes it was Craig, and he spelled Craig's name Creig. So I love it.
It was not me.
It was Craig.
So for games, what we all do this for. So there's a tie between 7 games for the most played game: Batman, Telltale, Fable 3, Hellblade, Horizon Zero Dawn, Super Mario World, COD World War 2, and The Legend of Zelda were all hogged 3 times over this month.
Oh, nice.
These are awesome stats. I think this is
Yeah.
way cool.
We got one for January. I forgot about it.
I'm the reason why
They were mad. That's why he sent it to me.
Yeah.
I'm the reason why Megadeth
It's now
beat.
officially Cameron's job.
I'm the reason why Megadeth beat Metallica though, because I listened to like 9 Megadeth
To do
albums
your
last
write
month.
up, right? Or was that for? Oh, that,
That
was
was
the
years
Godsmack
ago.
write up.
That was years ago.
The problem
too.
is you only log it once per year, so I have listened to Master of Puppets like 6 times,
Yeah.
and I
But
only
it doesn't
logged it
count,
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurts.
So the community beat no less than 15 Final Fantasy games. Someone did count Final Fantasy II Soul Rebirth and Chocobo Racing.
FF2 Soul of Rebirth does not count
Okay.
as a full game in and of itself.
So he said someone logged that, and someone also logged Chocobo Racing.
That's fine.
Chocobo Racing is a game.
Okay. Anyways, whoever
Loosely
logged
Final
that Final Fantasy II Soul Rebirth, Joe just said that does not count.
No, it's an extra dungeon or it's an extra like thing.
Is it like a
after
DLC?
the campaign? It's like a DLC.
Pretty much, yeah. We need to add a category for that. I
We
think,
should add a
but-
category for DLC because I'm pretty sure people are going to sneak it in as a game beat if we don't. Especially for like
Oh my
MMOs.
god, we've had this discussion.
I
Just
know.
put it at the old 7 points. Just DLC 7 points, like the old games used to be,
Okay.
or 5 or whatever we had.
Anyways, there were 8 Mario games, 5 Halo games, 3 Dairy Queen games. He says DQ, which is Dragon Quest, but
Dairy Queen.
Speaking of, let's go.
I like that noise. I like that noise you just made, Craig. That was good.
What?
You're like,
someone said Dairy Queen.
yeah. Queen for a
I don't
king.
even know what noise you're talking about.
2 Pokemon games and then 1 Super Hot VR, and a motherfucking partridge in a pear tree. Matunica's from the old motherland, so some of his humor might go over my head.
The old
1 Super Hot
Great
VR.
Britain.
he
Yeah.
just counted down, and then he said in a partridge or pear
One-
tree.
okay,
That is
okay.
not
It makes sense.
That is
Okay.
not a UK only joke.
Some of his humor I don't get.
Nah.
I just don't get the fucking. It's not Christmas to stop making. Anyway,
Can't make Christmas jokes outside of Christmas, idiots.
I also feel
What are you,
like
stupid?
so he goes. He also brings into question a game called Deep Space Waifu Flat Justice.
Flat Justice?
That sounds like a Joe game. An upcoming Joe game.
And he goes, obviously, we
completely
should have started a Mario podcast before we started Puff Puff.
Because we got so many Mario games. So many.
And then as far as exercise go, there was 20,350 minutes of exercise logged so far, making an average of 73.4 minutes per exercise session. If this is split over 32 users, so this is split over 32 users, so at least the most of the users are doing some fitness to balance out all of that TV time.
Where's the calories burned stat there, Matunica?
That depends on the exercise.
And the
Guess that's true.
person.
That the people to say, I exercise this long.
Putting
they're
the
not
calories
detailing what they're
burned.
doing.
Come on.
Poundage gained working towards hog. Poundage lost.
Anyways,
right.
that is the February stats. He did a lot of work getting all that pulled out
Yeah,
for us.
really
which is great.
That's great. I think, honestly, I think this app could be really bitchin'. I mean, it already is, but if we could find a way to, like, we have, like, Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, and, like, when you start typing it in, like, it has that as a category.
Yeah.
I think that would make making the stats a lot easier on them. That's a shitload of work in the front, and I think, honestly, we all should be, if we're ever going to do something like that, we should be able to, like, add certain things to certain categories ourselves.
That depends on whether or not we want to start paying them for the amount of work they're doing.
No, but that's the thing is we can do that work for them. We can set it up the first time, and then it could be a list.
I'll discuss it with them after they listen to this episode.
I don't know how things work. So
I don't either,
I don't have a
but
way
if there's
to-
any way we can help with not programming, but like with actually just setting it up,
You know, with the actual work part.
the actual work part, yeah, not the bullshit that happens on the back end.
Yeah, not the magic.
you and your parentheticals, but the rest of it, yeah. Because I don't know, I imagine a system similar to like tags on our website, where we have a certain tag and you can click on it and it's like, oh, this stuff. So instead,
Well, basically, what they would have to do is start recognizing what the person's typing to check against a database of compiled names that the game.
yeah, and
could
we
be.
can help compile that database with things that we beat when we
I
add it.
talked to him last week a little bit. He told me to send him an email, and I didn't.
When we add it, we should be able
But I was
to.
talking about if you, I guess there's a way to like add databases of other sites sometimes,
yeah.
and it can reference that.
So how long to
there's
beat? We can.
So
make a
how
call
long
to
to
another
beat? He was talking
database.
about possibly doing where you can put in your time, and it will go against how long to beat's time. He was wondering how we want to implement that.
I would love that.
We'll
or
talk.
if we could add it to somehow like to
I mean,
somehow go to how
That'd be
long
like
to beat.
IMDb or something.
I'm pretty
like
sure
that.
at least Jay or Bill's his time is it's hard to get him on at the same time we're on, but we can probably discuss it.
Yeah, I think it'd
With
be
them.
cool to have something like that, so that we could have the stats. I would imagine would be easier if you could just like, oh, Godsmack's Godsmack album, like it just there it is, and then
Yeah.
10
You only
people.
really have to go into the metal section. Here,
Yeah,
so.
the rest of it can fuck off. But we, and that's the thing though, is if we had admin, we could, and we had the ability to add stuff. We could, when we consume a certain media, we could add it, and that way other people later could search it through.
They would
This
have
is
to
gonna
make
be a lot of
they would
space,
they would
dude.
have to make a UI
Probably.
way for you guys to add stuff to a list. So they would actually have to program a way to let you do it without knowing how to add.
if
it
they
to
can, that would be awesome.
Okay.
I
'Cause we
like
can
the
help with the
simplicity of the
legwork.
site right now.
yeah.
So I'm not really like crazy about, whatever is easy for them to implement without having to like.
Well, he said
crazy.
don't be afraid to ask
Yeah.
for crazy
All right.
stuff.
Yeah.
All right. They did implement the
Jay.
tweet thing. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That was all Bill's doing too.
That's pretty sweet. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate
yeah. Thanks for doing this for us.
it.
I got top 5 hogs.
Top 5 hogs.
Yep, we're not gonna do the whole list anymore because
I thought we were going to do top 10.
Oh, we can do 10.
Yeah, let's do 10. Okay. Cool.
All right, so top 10, coming in 10th place for Super Hog for the months of January and February, and probably some of March, but I can't really control that. Abrac, 10th place with 1,175 Super Hog points. To 9th place, Skull Hottie with 1212. 8th place, Irat with 1269. 7th, Thy Death Sword with 1275. Winter Disa is in 6th place with 1411. Fun to Mop is in 5th with 1486. Jacob Wright in 4th place with 1542. Black Mage Justin, 3rd with 1795. Simon Parker, 2nd place with 1827. And 1st place is Beaver LA with 2,490.
Hey, click on Beaver LA. I want to see what they've been doing lately. What do we got on here?
Hang on.
Just in their latest things that they've plugged in.
He's watched over a page of TV shows.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So that's probably a lot of his points.
That's a lot of points right there.
And the rest of it, when I clicked on it at first, it was all kind of a mix. So he consumes a
Okay.
lot of media, it looks like. But the most important one, of course, is the Nude Hog. We'll do the top 10 for this as well. 10th place is Dylan with 10.
Jeez.
There's a 3-way tie for 7th place between Simon Parker, Abrac, and Irat with 11 games. Thy Death Sword has 12. Fun to Mop has 16, and so does Winter Disa. Tie for 4th. 3rd place, Beaver LA with 25. 2nd place, Jacob Wright with 29. And 1st place, Black Mage Justin with 30 games.
What? Oh my God!
How?
Click on Black Mage Justin. Was it him who was winning last time, or was it someone else?
It's been him the whole year. Almost.
Okay.
So Super Mario Bros. 2, Legend of Zelda, Adventure Link. Oh, that's bullshit. Mario Bros. Original Legend of Zelda, Prototype 2. There's a couple PSVR games in there. Prototype, Super Hot VR, Batman. So there are some cheap ones.
He's the one with the super hot VR that was calling the question.
Super Hot VR.
Yeah, so some of the games are short, some of them aren't. And amongst the hosts, I think we all know where we are Super Hog or Nude Hog wise, but Super Hog Joe is the king right now with 821 points.
Damn straight.
I believe I am in 2nd place because Caleb hasn't added his shit in like forever.
What the fuck, Caleb?
It's been like 2 months.
With 417.
Add it right now.
Craig has
Eventually.
383, and Cameron has 337. Super Hog, and he's behind on his adding as
And
well.
I have like a whole bunch of stuff. I had like a lot of James Bond films,
I'm
TV
caught up.
shows,
I am too,
albums.
All you have to do is just, as soon as you get finished with watching a movie, you just go boop, boop, and then it's in.
Yeah, I could. I did for
Do
a
it.
while.
Do it, Cameron.
I'm just gonna inflate.
Don't
my,
be like,
I'm gonna inflate my
I've
March
got
numbers.
lots. I just haven't put them in.
I'm gonna inflate. So that's a credible deniability. I mean,
No.
who knows how much more I could be putting in?
Doesn't matter. The only one that matters is the actual points.
It's true, yeah. Craig. It's true, Adam. Just Adam. Just take a day and put all those comics in. One day. You've got plenty of days. Just one of them has to be sacrificed for the good of your points.
It's like so hard to copy and paste. No.
I would just like to be able to put storylines. in
Put
one
everything
thing.
but the comics in. For now. Okay? And then you can add the comics. I know you got an app, so you can look back and see what you've read.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Can.
All right, good. All right, guys. Check us out at nudeclan.net. That's our website. There's forums there. There's the Hogib, or there's the Hog Status tab, and then you can click on Hogib from there, and then you'll be able to get in. Please join the Hog Status race. It's pretty awesome, pretty fun.
It's great to get fucked over.
It is.
My only goal was to be ahead of Schweiss. That's it.
Our Facebook is facebook.com/Nude Clan Podcast. It's nude spelled N-E-W-D there. Where you can see us do the episodes live every Sunday, or almost every Sunday, is twitch.tv/Nude Clan Gaming. That's also where you can see us play the games. Lots of Digimon this week.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to see us in true misery, that's the place to go. You can tweet me at Joseph DeGollier.
Me at Obsidian Ba.
Me and Nude Clan Cam.
Me at UFF Podcast.
And the show can be found at Nude Clan Podcast. Another reminder, guys, if you want to support the show, we have a Patreon that's available for you to do that. We also have an Amazon link on our website you can click through, and whatever you get gives us a small kickback. If you want to support us through going through Audible, which is a great way to support the show, and an awesome app.
Yeah, if you guys listen to... thank you for the sub, Durkle. If you guys listen to a lot of podcasts during the day, you're going to love Audible. You really are. I don't listen to podcasts, and I even love Audible. I want to up it because I'm like, one book isn't enough when I work all the time.
It's true. It is not.
And if I don't pick a high fantasy that's not a spinoff, it's not going to be a 40-hour book. So I'm going to burn through it instantly.
Yeah.
Anyway,
audibletrial.com
audibletrial.com/nude.
It's actually our website too. It's just Audible.
Yeah, that's just our new, that's our new website as well.
Nude Clan.
We also, if you're interested in making a website yourself, we have a DreamHost link on our website as well, which we get a huge kickback from
if you
ever decide to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this week. We don't have a vote this week, do we?
I don't believe so.
Not that I know.
So we had one last time, didn't? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm checking. This is the anticipation, guys. It's
Yeah. Oh, next week we'll also have another drawing, and I am going to be sending out that copy of Horizon Zero Dawn finally.
We got a notebook to send to Sweden.
And we got a notebook, and we have a couple trophies we got to send out. Skull won the hog last year, so we got to send that out to him.
Oh, we don't have a vote for another 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good.
Got some break.
Making sure. That's all. That's all I'm doing right there.
We got any iTunes reviews?
I think we actually do.
Good, guys. Got to get them in so we can give you those movies.
A movie that we should have given out weeks ago, but
Yeah.
We'll read them next time, okay? You guys have one more week. Get those iTunes reviews in. We'll read them on the show. And next week, for sure, I'm going to send out that copy of Tomb Raider that I got sitting right over there, just waiting to leave this house. Really, I just can't wait for it to get out of here. So please leave your review. Helps the show out a lot. And
all right.
Yeah.
That'll be it. We are going to watch The Room right after this. So that'll be fun. A first-time watch of what's supposed to be the worst movie of all time. I have seen the first 10 minutes of, which is really just a sex scene that is disgusting, by the way, so get ready for that. Oh, follow-up on Annihilation. Schweiss, you watched it?
Yeah. Oh, it's way good, dude.
I know.
It's fucking great.
It's fucking awesome, isn't it?
It's the best movie of the year so far.
Better than Black Panther, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Black Panther's good, too.
No, it is. Did you watch that, Greg?
I did.
You like it?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it felt different, huh?
Yeah.
It's nice to have a bad guy that you can remember.
It was exactly like what Joe said. It's basically like Iron Man and James Bond.
Yeah.
It's good.
That sounds like a good combo.
I totally forgot that Michael B. Jordan guy was in that Creed movie.
Yeah,
I was just thinking gay
Creed.
guy. Gay guy from Moonlight.
That is not the same guy.
He's in that. He's in Moonlight.
Who is he in Moonlight?
He's the main guy, the kid, when he grows up. When he goes back to meet his friend that gave him the hand job on the beach.
That is not
Dude,
the same guy.
I swear to God. I'm looking it up right fucking now.
Schweiss, that is not the same guy, Schweiss. That is a different actor.
Oh, shit. I thought it was.
Racism confirmed.
Oh, shit.
Oh my
It is
God.
a different guy. You're right.
Yeah,
Shit.
so they don't look anything alike, Schweiss.
I honestly, when I was watching Black Panther, that's who I thought he was. Like I was just mixing their faces just melded as one.
Jesus Christ.
Well, shit. Yep. Sorry. So I thought he was from the movie that he wasn't from, and then I remembered later that he was from the movie that he was from, that I also watched. I watched Creed.
Okay.
So, fuck me. They all look the same, I guess.
Whoa.
I fucking might as well say it. I'm already there.
He said it, man.
Jesus Christ.
They're both great actors, though. Like, good
Yeah,
jobs,
they're
so.
good.
But I guess the other guy, I haven't really seen him in anything
No,
else
I haven't
then.
seen him in much of stuff. I've seen Michael B. Jordan a lot, though.
Yeah, lately he's been like in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So I thought maybe that's why I just assumed it was him. I don't know. I've only watched Moonlight once, people. Okay, it was a year and a half ago. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. They kind of looked similar in a way. They're two huge black dudes. That's all I know. Two really ripped black guys. One of them got a hand job on a beach.
Keep digging the hole, everybody else be silent while we wait for Schweiss to try to cover this
One of them got a hand job on the beach. One of them didn't. I think they both deserve beach hand jobs for their performances.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I tried to stop you. I tried. God damn it, dude.
It's too late. There's no coming back from this.
Oh, my God.
There's no coming back. It's over for me. Yeah.
It's over for Schweiss.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I seriously thought it was the same guy. I
know you
did.
do. I know you did. I know you did really think it was the same guy.
Well, fuck. Yeah. Good movies, though. But yeah, Annihilation is great, though. It's really good. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you really fucking should. You really should. It's good. Yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Oh, now you're going to end it. Oh, my God.
Enjoy the nude.
May the list go on.
Live always in the nude.
Fuck off.